If the Turks, the Mughals, came from Uzbekistan, then what was this obsession of theirs with the Persian language? Why did they impose Persian and propagate it in Bharat instead of their own mother tongue or Arabic? What special value did Farsi hold in their eyes? That's an excellent question, Gargi. So yeah, it's true. The Mughals were actually Turks. Their language was most likely Chagatai, which is an extinct Turkic language. So their mother tongue was a Turkic language, one of the Turkic languages, and yet they used Persian as the court language and the official language in India. So how did this come about? That's a fascinating question. So here's what happened. Uh, the original Turkic invader, I mean, of the so-called Mughal dynasty was Babur. His son was the extremely weak and ineffective Humayun, right? Humayun was, well, he had no great qualities. He was quite kind of a loser, right? So Humayun was defeated by Sher Shah Suri sometime in the 16th century. Sher Shah Suri was I mean, yeah, you can call him an Indian. He was born, I think, in Bihar. I think he was a Pashtun, but yeah, Pashtuns are Indians. Well, they originally are of Indian ethnicity. So Sher Shah Suri was a Pashtun. He kicked this foreign invader, Humayun, out of India. So Humayun was forced to run for his life, and he went into exile in Iran. He sought refuge in Safavid, Iran. And the Shah of Iran was Tahmasp, I think, at the time. So, what happened was that he spent some time in Iran under the refuge of the Shah of Iran, Tahmasp. And this Shah of Iran, he agreed to help Humayun recapture Delhi and the kingdom he had lost in India. So after some time, the re-invasion of India happened, and Humayun was. So what happened was that Sher Shah Suri, he was in power in Delhi only for 5 years or so, and he got killed in some stupid gunpowder or something accident. So he did not die in war; he got killed because of some accident, and that's what enabled Humayun to invade India again. And he came into India with the help of the Persians, and he brought with him a great deal of Persian bureaucrats and officials and all that, right? And these bureaucrats and officials, see, the Persians are very close linguistically and ethnically to India. The Turks are very different. They are very different from Indians and from Persians as well. So the Persians were well versed with India. They understood India quite well. So Humayun came into India, reinvaded India, and was able to recapture Delhi and his lost kingdom. And he basically employed all these Persians as his staff, as his bureaucracy and officers and all that. And that's how Persian was introduced as the court language of the Mughals. The Turks were basically illiterates. They did not know how to administer a great civilization, something as complex as India. The Persians had a lot of experience in that. The Persians themselves, as I said, they understood India quite well. So it was uh, beneficial for Humayun to employ these Persians as his officers, his staff, his bureaucrats, his officers, and all that. And that practice continued in the reign of Humayun's son Akbar. So, then it continued throughout the Mughal Empire. Slowly, they became more and more Persianized. Many of these Mughals had Indian mothers, right? Some of them also had Persian mothers, and so on. So eventually, they became more Indianized and Persianized, and they lost slowly over the generations uh, whatever Turkic heritage they had, to some extent. To some extent, so that is the reason why the Persian language was introduced into India as the court language and the language of the officials. But the thing is that it only remained as a court language and the language of the officials. It never found its way into the common vocabulary of the Indians, right? Indians still don't really use Persian even after several, three or four, about 2 or 3 centuries of Turkic occupation in which Persian was the court language. Yes, certain words have infiltrated into the so-called Hindi vocabulary. This mongrel language called Urdu is a mixture of Hindi and some. It has some Turkic loan words and it has a great deal of Persian vocabulary. But the overall grammatical structure and the roots of the language are very much in Prakrit and Sanskrit. So that is the only consequence the Persian language had in India. That is the birth of this strange hybrid Urdu language. So that, in short, is how Persian came to be the official court language of the so-called Mughals.